everyone, my name is Shaina Ashley, and today we are going to get started painting my Chainsaw Man fan art. Here we go! I'd like to begin with a brief overview for context. Chainsaw Man, the manga series, was written and illustrated by Fujimoto Taitsuki, starting in December of 2018, with its American drop rate in October of 2020. Currently, Japan is up to 12 volumes, with the US standing at 11, which dropped off in June of 2022. Personally, I have read up to volume 7, so I'm a little behind. But the animated adaptation was just recently released this past October 2022 and is available to watch on Crunchyroll. Animated by MAPPA, who also worked on titles such as Dororo, Jujutsu Kaisen, and the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, as well as Attack on Titan, the final season, and many others. So obviously, high-quality fighting sequences are to be expected. I'm weary to jump into a full review of Chainsaw Man simply because I can't assume that all of the Chainsaw Man fandom has read the manga, and I don't want to spoil anything for you. So this video will now shift to focusing on the art. So as we stand, we are at drawing number 1. So I am going to go in and tweak all of the faces in the line art significantly and repetitively until it looks more like how I want. Currently, Aki looks a little dweeby and I think his neck's too thin, but now we're just gonna move right along and continue to drop and refine colors and layers as we go, tweaking. In this image, I wanted to do something that I hadn't done before and really set a scene. I thought that it fit in better with the characters because I had 2 options. I could do a character scene like this, or I could do some really dramatic standstill image of one of the characters. I was hard pressed to pick between the 2 of them, but I did ultimately think that an image like this would be more fun and that it would sell better as a print. There are some major differences between the character design in the manga versus the TV show, and I kind of compiled both of them along with my style, so the characters I think are identifiable, but maybe not picture perfect, just the way that they are represented in the anime. I'm using clipping layers on top of masking layers, which is a recent shift in my process. I find it much easier because once you make a masking layer, any layer on top that you clip to it, you will only be able to add additional rendering into the area of color that was already identified by the color mask. So it does make the process go quite a lot faster, which is definitely a plus when you are monitoring the amount of time that a project can take you. I find inking work to be very relaxing when it is with pen and paper. However, digitally, it seems more like a task that has to be complete. I'm not really sure why that is. I think growing up teaching myself to draw by copying manga, particularly Sailor Moon and Inuyasha, I think, and as well as like Tenchi Muyo, Evangelion, and a manhwa series called Paradise Kiss, which I was obsessed with for a while. It's still available. Now they have them in those bigger volumes where you get like the whole first 3 to 5 books in one book. I'm jealous that that wasn't available when I was purchasing all these, because back then I was just a little middle schooler and I had to make all my money doing who knows what, moving stuff, extra chores, babysitting, things like that. It all went into my manga collection. But anyway, back to the point. I always focused on trying to mimic the line art, so me and my Micron pens had a lot of fun playing around with the variety of weight and depth, as well as the lipitone textures, which at the time that I had started to try and make my own manga way back, lipitone were these little stickers. At least I always thought they were called lipitone, but a quick Google search brought nothing up, so I'm not sure if that's what they were called and I've been wrong my entire life, or they're just not available anymore. But you would use an X-Acto knife to cut into the shape, and then you would lay them on top of, let's say, a dress, or the background, or the hair, or the skin, and that would provide you with the rendering for black and white comics. So you've seen them before if you've read any manga. Now, of course, this is all done digitally, but back then, you had to capitalize on the lipitone textures as well as the weight of the line art to add the depth and flair to your comic book series. Things are now a lot easier, and hey, if you're enjoying this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. It really does show me love and support. Thank you. This artwork is still in progress, and I do make some huge changes in the next video, so for now I'm just gonna let you watch this in peace, and I will see you at the end. As promised, I have returned. And in video 2, I really start to refine and touch up the character's appearance. I put in a lot of effort to tweak what they look like, so I think you'll be excited to see how this piece turns out. To continue, go ahead and watch this video, which I will put on screen as soon as it is finished, and I can't wait to see you next time. My name is Shaina Ashley. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.